Welcome to ParentShift, episode 6. With your parent shifters, Linda and Ty Hatfield, parenting from the heart. In previous episodes, we've been talking about the special emotional needs of your children, and today we're going to finish that up. Today, we're going to talk about L, but before that, I'm going to cover what we've already covered. So F stands for smile, fun, laughter, and play. Every child needs that. Every child needs to feel powerful in their world. Every child needs to explore in the world. Every child needs connection. Every child needs to be important and feel important. And every child needs attention. And Linda has the last letter. And plus, there's going to be a bonus at the end. So you want to stick around for that exciting bonus. So, Linda.
So every child needs to feel love. And I like to make 3 points about that. The first one is, how do children spell love?
T-I-M-E.
T-I-M-E. And that can be the hardest thing for us to give as parents because we're so busy. We work and we've got a house to run and we have our own needs that we're trying to get met for ourselves so we can help our children get their needs met. So it becomes difficult. So that's why we like to talk about having special time or genuine, endearing moments, which the acronym for that is GEMS. We're going to be talking more about that in upcoming episodes, and also about how to take your child on a one-on-one date that really creates authentic time with your child so they feel very loved and they feel like they're getting all their emotional needs met. So we're going to be talking more about that in the upcoming episodes. The second point I like to make about love is that love is not a noun. Love is an action word. And when I think of it as being an action word, we're being very loving when we take our kids to the doctor, or we change diapers, or we help with homework, or we cook dinner, we play with them. Those are things, drive them around. Those are things that are very loving to do, and they're action orientated. But I also like to think of love and action as a way of being. It's a way of showing up inside myself and the essence of who I am as my child's parent, because really my child isn't going to remember all the things I bought them, all the nights I stayed up with them when they were sick, all the doctor appointments, all the meals I cooked, all the sporting events I attended. What they're really going to remember is the essence of who I am and how I showed up as a loving parent inside myself by my attitude and by my tone and by how much patience I had about having thoughtful responses instead of being reactive. And we're going to be talking more about that in upcoming episodes as well. Also, my third point I like to make is about love. It comes from the book Your Child's Self-Esteem, which is written by Dorothy Briggs. It's one of my most favorite parenting books. I've read it multiple times, and she talks about some teens who she interviewed who didn't feel loved, and they had parents who went to all their games, said I love you every day. Some were stay-home parents, bought their kids things, and these teens didn't feel loved. Then she interviewed a group of teens who did feel loved. And what was the difference? The teens who felt loved had parents who hooked into the essence of who they were. They hooked into the emotional needs and paid attention to those. They still went to the games and said, I love you every day and all of that. But the marking difference was those needs. And the children felt very connected to their parents. So, that's about all I have for love right now. And Ty is going to talk about our bonus letter.
Yes. I do want to say, though, that we bought a book by our hero, Dorothy Briggs, and we got it signed.
Yes.
She's not around anymore, but
no.
Got it through Amazon. It's a precious book in our collection. So.
Yes, precious.
Yes. Anyhow, she was way ahead of her time.
Way ahead of her time.
Yeah. Anyhow, we have a bonus, so if you're a graduate, you already know the bonus, but the bonus is, the full acronym is every child needs to feel and be special. And B stands for the ultimate feeling. So if you get all your 7 emotional needs, you feel this emotional need, which is to belong. You feel like you belong in your home, in your world, with your friends or your dad or your mom, you feel like you really belong. And unfortunately, the opposite of that is maybe you heard this when you were growing up in your home and you didn't feel like you belonged. This is my house, these are my rules, and if you don't like it, when you're 18, you can get out, right? And in our classes or workshops, I'll ask who got out before they were 18. Before they were 18. And at least a third to sometimes, well, about a third or a fourth of the class will raise their hand and say, I got out before I was 18. And some raise their hand and got out, I got out right when I was 18, just to get the hell out of there. And they didn't feel like they belonged there. And I was in charge of youth services in Long Beach for 9 years as a lieutenant. And I was in charge of the runaway program, and kids were running away all the time because they were not getting their emotional needs met. And they were finding other people that were unhealthy to get them met. So belong is a feeling. We want to tell our kids that this is our house, not my house. It's our rules, and there's win-win behind it. You know, I'm not an authoritarian that has no flexibility, right? And I understand your developmental needs and your emotional needs and all that. So we want to strive for that so kids feel like they belong. And they're going to stick around in your life for the rest of your life.
A team family attitude.
Yes, team family.
Mm-hmm.
So
the quarantine tip for today is to ask yourself when things become challenging, which emotional need is my child trying to get met? We've gone through all of these now in our series up to this point, and to really focus on, maybe my child needs more fun, laughter, and play in their home. Maybe they need to feel more powerful. If you're in a power struggle, how can I give my child more power? Explore. Maybe they need more space to experiment and explore in their life, and to just even through play, smile, laughter, and play can be a great way to experiment and explore. And of course, connection. Children are always looking for a deep connection with you, an authentic connection with you. A child needs to feel they're important in the family by asking them about their feelings and their thoughts and their ideas and their opinions about things, that they're a contributor somehow. And again, attention, we talked about when a child's seeking attention from you, they're actually seeking a deeper relationship with you. They love you. They're saying, I love you so much, I want to be with you, and I'm not always sure how to do it in an authentic way. And then love, again, love is, love is really a state of being. It's not even really a feeling, because feelings are often changing. They can change from moment to moment, but love is a way of being. It's a way of showing up consistently. And then, of course, when we get all 7 of our emotional needs met, we have a sense of belonging in the family, which Dr. Adler said is the number one emotional need, is to feel that you belong. And when all my needs are met, I feel good and I have more peace in my life and in the home. So today, again, ask yourself, what emotional need is my child trying to get met? Or what does my child need in this moment is always a great question as well.
I remember learning years ago somebody saying, a spiritual person saying, love has no opposite. Mm-hmm. So there's no opposite to love. It's just loving, being loving. And we chose this quote to share with you today to end. It's a quote called "What is Unconditional Love?" And
or a little poem.
It's unconditional love about, that's what we're striving for, is to be more unconditional loving. We can't be perfect. We're not ever going to be 100% unconditional loving, but is the goal to move up the ladder to be more connected with your child with the unconditional loving as you can. And the author of this poem is Linda Hatfield. Very nice. Anyhow, here we go. I'm going to read it. Unconditional love is free versus being attached to something. Unconditional love makes no demands. Unconditional love fulfills itself by virtue of what it is. Unconditional love is not attached to the results. Unconditional love accepts you wherever you are. Unconditional love does not attach conditions such as grades, achievements, behaviors, or even a clean bedroom. Unconditional love affirms your goodness. Unconditional love empathizes. Unconditional love is kind and gentle. Unconditional love is uplifting and healing. Unconditional love sees only goodness, joy, and beauty in all things. Unconditional love always cares about you. Unconditional love is compassion. Unconditional love is forgiveness. Unconditional love laughs a lot with you. Unconditional love is letting go of control. And finally, unconditional love is essential in raising children who love themselves and the world in which we all live.
So again, we're never going to master parenting. We're never going to be the perfect parent. We're never going to master any relationship in our lives. If you were to ask the other person, have I mastered being the perfect wife for you?
No, and vice versa. I know.
Vice versa, and that's okay. We're not looking for perfection. We're looking towards striving towards something. It gives us a goal to reach for, and it gives us something to think about and something to honor, and it helps us grow as a person and evolve when we set our standards a little bit higher. So go, spend the rest of your days focusing on these emotional needs, and hopefully it'll bring more peace into your home.
Yes, and everything else going forward in our ParentShift show will be all tied to the emotional needs.
Yes.
It's the foundation. And finally, if you would like to get more information about all of this, ParentShift is an amazing book with lots of words. I think we're up to 6, which is very cool. And with that, if you order it online with us, you get a downloadable audio with the Power Struggles workshop that we did a few years ago. And it's just so cool if you're in a power struggle in this quarantine moment. And if you want more help with the quarantine situation, quarantine with kids is an awesome recommendation by us that we wrote. It's an ebook, simple, easy. And finally, I would say that we have our course coming up in October. You can look at our website, parentingfromtheheart.com. And we do parent coaching. We've been doing that on Zoom, and actually it's worked out really well. Get some help in your home right away. You don't have to drive anywhere, do anything. And finally,
we send you off on your parenting journey, and we do so with love from the bottom of our hearts. See you next time.
Bye.
Stay well.